These are the final resting places of legendary singers whose unforgettable voices helped define the music of the 1980s. Their incredible talent, chart-topping hits, and lasting influence continue inspiring millions of fans around the world. Whitney Houston died on February 11, 2012, at the age of 48, after accidentally drowning in a bathtub at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. The official investigation determined that heart disease and cocaine use contributed significantly to her death. She was buried at Fairview Cemetery in Westfield, New Jersey, beside her father. Widely regarded as one of the greatest vocalists in music history, Houston dominated the 1980s and early 1990s, with timeless hits including I Wanna Dance with Somebody, Greatest Love of All, and I Will Always Love You. Her extraordinary voice and unmatched success made her one of the best-selling female recording artists of all time. Visitors continue paying tribute to her remarkable legacy at her final resting place. George Michael died on December 25, 2016, at the age of 53, after suffering dilated cardiomyopathy with myocarditis and fatty liver disease. He was buried at Highgate Cemetery in London, England, beside his beloved mother. Rising to fame with Wham! Before launching one of the most successful solo careers in pop music, George Michael became a global superstar through unforgettable songs such as Careless Whisper, Faith, and Father Figure. His remarkable songwriting, powerful voice, and generosity earned him worldwide admiration. Fans continue visiting his grave to honor one of Britain's greatest music legends. Karen Carpenter died on February 4, 1983, at the age of 32, after heart failure caused by long-term complications of anorexia nervosa. She was buried at Pierce Brothers Valley Oaks Memorial Park in Westlake Village, California. As the unmistakable voice of the Carpenters, Karen captivated audiences with her warm contralto vocals on classics including Close to You, Yesterday Once More, and We've Only Just Begun. Her tragic passing brought worldwide attention to eating disorders and inspired greater awareness of anorexia. Visitors continue leaving flowers and heartfelt tributes at her gravesite. Ronnie James Dio died on May 16, 2010, at the age of 67, after a courageous battle with stomach cancer. He was buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in the Hollywood Hills of Los Angeles, California. Celebrated as one of heavy metal's greatest vocalists, Dio fronted Rainbow, Black Sabbath, and his own band, creating legendary songs like Holy Diver and Rainbow in the Dark. His incredible voice and influence on metal music continue inspiring generations of musicians. Fans regularly visit his grave, leaving guitar picks, flowers, and personal tributes in his memory. Andy Gibb died on March 10, 1988, at the age of 30 after developing myocarditis, a serious heart condition that was worsened by years of cocaine abuse. He was buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in the Hollywood Hills, California. The youngest of the famous Gibb brothers enjoyed enormous solo success, with chart-topping hits, including Shadow Dancing and I Just Want to Be Your Everything. Although his promising career was tragically cut short, his music remains beloved by fans around the world. Visitors continue honoring his memory at his final resting place. Marvin Gaye died on April 1, 1984, at the age of 44, after being shot during a domestic dispute involving his father at the family's home in Los Angeles. He was buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in Glendale, California. One of the most influential soul singers in history, Gaye recorded unforgettable classics including Sexual Healing, What's Going On, and Let's Get It On. His emotional songwriting and timeless voice forever changed popular music. Fans continue paying tribute to his extraordinary career by visiting his gravesite. Laura Branigan died on August 26, 2004, at the age of 52, after suffering a brain aneurysm while sleeping. She was buried at Calvary Cemetery in Brewster, New York. Best remembered for international hits like Gloria, Self-Control, and Solitaire, Branigan became one of the defining female pop voices of the early 1980s. Her powerful vocals and energetic performances continue earning admiration from music lovers decades after her passing. Visitors still honor her legacy by paying their respects at her final resting place. Rick Nelson died on December 31, 1985, at the age of 45, after a tragic plane crash near DeKalb, Texas. The aircraft caught fire following an in-flight emergency while Nelson and his band were traveling to a New Year's Eve concert. He was buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park in the Hollywood Hills, California. Rising to fame as a teenage idol, before becoming a successful rock and country singer, Nelson remained a respected figure throughout the 1980s. His timeless hits and lasting influence continue earning admiration from generations of music lovers. Visitors continue paying tribute to his remarkable legacy. Harry Chapin died on July 16, 1981, at the age of 38, after suffering fatal injuries in a traffic collision on the Long Island Expressway in New York. He was buried at Huntington Rural Cemetery in Huntington, New York. Best known for unforgettable songs like Cats in the Cradle and Taxi, Chapin became equally famous for his humanitarian efforts to fight world hunger. His music and charitable work continue inspiring people around the world. Fans regularly visit his grave to honor both the artist and the humanitarian. Phil Lynott died on January 4, 1986, at the age of 36, after developing multiple organ failure caused by septicemia and pneumonia, following years of alcohol and drug abuse. He was buried at St. Fintan's Cemetery in Sutton, Dublin, Ireland. As the frontman of Thin Lizzy, Lynott became one of rock's most charismatic performers, with classics such as The Boys Are Back in Town and Whiskey in the Jar. His songwriting and stage presence made him one of Ireland's greatest musical icons. Visitors continue paying tribute to his extraordinary legacy. Bob Marley died on May 11, 1981, at the age of 36, after melanoma that began under his toenail spread aggressively to his lungs, liver, and brain. He was buried inside a mausoleum near his birthplace in 9 Mile, St. Anne Parish, Jamaica. Marley introduced reggae music to a worldwide audience through legendary songs, including No Woman, No Cry, One Love, and Redemption Song. His message of peace, unity, and freedom continues touching millions across the globe. Thousands of visitors travel to his mausoleum every year to honor one of music's greatest cultural icons. John Bonham died on September 25, 1980, at the age of 32, after accidentally choking on his own vomit following an extremely heavy drinking session. He was buried at St. Michael's Churchyard in Rushock, Worcestershire, England. As Led Zeppelin's legendary drummer, Bonham transformed rock music with his unmatched power, speed, and technical brilliance. Following his death, Led Zeppelin chose to disband rather than replace him, demonstrating how irreplaceable he had become. Fans from around the world continue paying tribute at his gravesite. Randy Rhoads died on March 19, 1982, at the age of 25, after a small airplane crashed during a reckless low-level flight near the band's tour bus in Leesburg, Florida. He was buried at Mountain View Cemetery in San Bernardino, California. Regarded as one of the greatest rock guitarists of all time, Rhoads helped redefine heavy metal through his groundbreaking work with Ozzy Osbourne. His extraordinary talent continues inspiring guitarists decades after his tragic passing. Visitors regularly honor his memory by leaving guitar picks, flowers, and heartfelt tributes. Dan Fogelberg died on December 16, 2007, at the age of 56, after a long battle with advanced prostate cancer that had spread beyond the prostate despite extensive treatment. He was buried at St. John's Cemetery in Boulder, Colorado. Fogelberg became one of America's most respected singer-songwriters through timeless hits such as Longer, Leader of the Band, and Same Old Lang Syne. His heartfelt lyrics and gentle voice earned him millions of devoted fans. Visitors continue paying tribute to his remarkable musical legacy. Freddie Mercury died on November 24, 1991, at the age of 45 after developing bronchial pneumonia caused by complications from AIDS. Although Mercury remains one of the greatest singers in music history, he was cremated following his death, and the location of his ashes has never been publicly revealed. His extraordinary performances with Queen produced legendary songs such as Bohemian Rhapsody, We Are the Champions, and Somebody to Love. His influence on rock music remains unmatched and continues inspiring generations of musicians and fans across the world. Donna Summer died on May 17, 2012, at the age of 63 after battling lung cancer. She was buried at Harpeth Hills Memory Gardens in Nashville, Tennessee. Known as the Queen of Disco, Summer dominated dance music with unforgettable classics including Hot Stuff, Last Dance, and Bad Girls. Her powerful vocals and groundbreaking success helped shape pop and disco music for decades. Visitors continue paying tribute to one of the most influential female artists in music history. David Bowie died on January 10, 2016, at the age of 69, after an 18-month battle with liver cancer. Following his death, Bowie was cremated according to his wishes, and his ashes were scattered privately. His groundbreaking creativity, unforgettable performances, and iconic albums transformed popular music and influenced countless artists around the world. His legacy continues living on through generations of fans who celebrate his extraordinary career. These legendary singers helped define an unforgettable era of music through their incredible voices, timeless songs, and unforgettable performances. Decades after many of them passed away, their music continues bringing joy to millions of listeners around the world.